locating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
Catching up on the changes for Houston.
นี่เปิล
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Robert Covington comes in for Trevor Ariza. James Harden, he's checked in for Ennis. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Monte Morris. Now here's McDermott, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
A moment here to see some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 27 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And here is Lopez. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Lopez outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Shoots over Covington. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Harden finds Rose. Now Tucker, covered by Mitchell. Tucker can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Korver for 3. Rebounded by Tucker.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Lopez. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Milwaukee with the ball, following the score by Houston. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Lopez passes to Mitchell. Harden grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 6. To the inside. Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Rose with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Grant, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Trevor Ariza's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Morris subbed in for James Harden. Rose hits them both. Bucks trail by 8. Now Giannis. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6.
Grant could be such a devastating defender down there with those long arms and athleticism to contest shots.
And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You're not going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Rockets leading by 8. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Robert Covington, Anthony out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Rose, and it's Harden in at the 2 guard. And the Bucks with possession here, following the 3 by Houston that went in. Anthony against Brogdon. Pass to Lopez. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Saturday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Bucks trail by 11. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Here's Rose, and it's sent back by Lopez. Giannis inside. Covered by Anthony. Bucks passing it around. Second shot opportunity, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Now, we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
Now here's Anthony. He has 6. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Harden. Over Mitchell. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rockets leading by 5. Rose passes to Tucker. Anthony trying to get open. A nice shot by Tucker.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Rose against Brogdon. Pass to Lopez. Mitchell outside. Lopez against Harden. Second chance shot. That one falls.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Timeout called for Rockets.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Risa comes in for Anthony Ennis. He's checked in for Robert Covington. And Monte Morris subbed in for Derrick Rose. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bradley's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Marcus Morris is checked in for McDermott. And it's Matthews in for Brogdon. Here's Morris. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And the pass to Harden. Over Matthews. The Rockets with another miss.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 7. Here's Morris. For the tie, hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Harden against Matthews. It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stop.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Mitchell outside. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Pass to Matthews for the lead. Rockets with the rebound. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Harden draws the double. Grant finds Morris. Back to Grant. Passes it to Ennis. And here's Morris for 3. Matthews with the rebound. Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Mitchell's shot is good.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Harden. Shoots the 3. That one no good. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Milwaukee. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Back right after this. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Right now, their energy's better now. Pick it up. Let's go. Here we go. Score and stop. Score and stop. Let's go. Get your rhythm off. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go.
Well, you got to like D'Antoni's energy right there, right, Greg? Trying to motivate his guys.
And he's a positive thinking guy and someone who knows how to communicate with his players.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for the Bucks, Matthews out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Williams. And it's Bradley in at the center position. Here's Morris following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Now, here is Morris. Harden outside. Grant kicks to Harden. Off target from outside.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Mitchell outside. Back to Matthews. Morris outside. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Launches a 3, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Harden.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Grant. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Trevor Ariza. Robert Covington's checked in for James Ennis. And it's Rose in for Monte Morris. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bradley. Giannis comes in for Marvin Williams. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Brogdon subbed in for Wesley Matthews. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
All right, thank you, David.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
On the wing, Giannis. Covered by Anthony. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Anthony's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how commitment is.
Now, here's Brogdon. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Over Anthony, and that one's good by Giannis. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Harden. Count it. Good. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And so, Antetokounmpo looking over it. Pulls up from the corner. And too long on the shot.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from it.
Harden can't hit. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Now, here is Harden. Good D by Lopez.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted. Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Here is Harden. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Devin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And Brogdon, here we go. It's in!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Timeout called for Rockets. They're trailing by 2. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Covington. Rose finds Anthony. Houston moving it around. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Here's Brogdon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Covington dishes to Anthony. A three-pointer off the mark. And now we've got the intentional foul. goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 4-3, Covington. The shot comes out. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for